This is music, and this is another batch of first impressions. Welcome to another First Impressions video. I am still chewing my way through all the blind buy CDs I bought towards the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022. So I got a small stack of CDs here. I also threw in some cassette tapes for good measure this time around. Let's just get to it. Up first, Clockwork, Kill in Time. And this is a dive bomb kind of compilation, so it compiles two demos, one from 94 and one from 95, and that was back when metal started getting weird. Musically, we're dealing with, I guess, music that falls somewhere in between sort of prong style groove metal and industrial-ish kind of metal along the lines of Coroner's Grin, and that's not a coincidence because this is a project by one of the Coroner guys. So this could have perhaps have been what Coroner might have sounded like had they continued down that path. So 8 songs, they're all pretty good. I think they're pretty interesting. They're groovy. Some of them have almost like a slight hint of the more groovy kind of hardcore that was around in the 90s as well, which is pretty cool. So I quite like it, but if you don't like Corner Grin, if you don't like Prong, this might not be for you. But if you like those bands, and if you just like 90s, weird 90s metal in general, this should probably also be right up your alley. From that to just old school traditional heavy metal to Hell by Cobra. This is just traditional metal. It's good, it's tasty, it has all the things you would like about traditional metal. The guitars, the harmonies, the riffs, everything. Just good stuff. The next one here, Crossfire Second Attack, and this is just the disc. It came in a very cool but simple digipack. I have that stored safely somewhere. Don't worry. This is authentic traditional 80s metal with a good dose of speed metal thrown in, and it has all the things you like about traditional metal and speed metal from the 80s. It has the belting screamed kind of vocals. It has the guitar riffing. It has the just the cool drums. It has the melodies. It has the edge. It has the cool guitar solos. Very good stuff. If you like your old school metal, if you like your speed metal, you come across a copy of this, I suggest you pick it up. Now to something completely different. Cult Leader. This is dissonant, unpleasant, nasty, sludge-math-core-deathy, corey stuff. So yeah, lots of dissonant chords, kind of like seemingly chaotic song structures, harsh growled vocals with screams on top, so it's sort of the deathcore, you scream high, I scream low kind of stuff. And it's very challenging. I guess it's kind of progressive too. It's very challenging. If you like your mathcore, I think you would like this. As it happens, the 3 songs I prefer on this album are the 3 non-metal songs. I think one of them is called A World of Joy, the other one is called A Patient Man, and then the last one is called Two Actually, I think. And these are interesting. These are dark, melancholic, clean guitar, but kind of slow and heavy songs performed with or in a very deep baritone sort of singing voice. Sort of the atmosphere or the vibe I get for them is very similar to Depeche Mode at their darkest, or maybe doom metal, or maybe some depressive black metal, just in terms of the vibe. It's not in style, completely different. But I really like those 3 songs. They are very good. The rest is interesting, but it is a very challenging listen. So if you feel like challenging yourself, you may want to check Cult Leader out. And the last CD is Sapphire Season by Cyanotic. This is melodic death metal from '96. But it's not melodeath. It's death metal that happens to be very melodic. So the vocals are harsh and guttural growls with some screams on top actually as well every now and then. But musically, it's very riff based. It's actually quite groovy. It's mid pace to heavy. There might be some death doom elements, but it's not death doom at all. It has some really nice melodic guitar solos. It has some melodic riffs. And one thing that's quite interesting is that because they do kind of like tremolo picked parts where the guitars are not muted and they are, harmonic, some of it sounds like melodic black metal just with death growls on top. So personally, I think this is very interesting. I don't think it's for everyone. I think some extreme metal fans might find it a bit too melodic, but I quite enjoy it. I think it's a nice alternative to the sort of more typical Gothenburg melodeath style. Not that I have a problem with that style at all. Okay, moving to the cassette tapes. So I guess it's going to be a bit of a Tapeworm Terror episode in disguise. Up first here, Bloodstar the Fear. A nice yellow tape. It's just a single, so it has 2 songs on it, The Fear and Tortured Earth. And this is also traditional heavy metal. It's female fronted by Madeline Smith. She has a very, very cool singing voice. Yeah, traditional heavy metal with some nice riffage, very cool vocals. If you like your trad metal, I think you will like this. There is a vinyl version out, which perhaps might be more desirable. I just picked it up on cassette tape because it's very handy. Really good stuff. Some more traditional metal, Convent Guilt, Guns for Hire. I think they're an Australian band, and the style is traditional metal with a considerable influence from, new wave of British heavy metal. Very good stuff, nice guitar melodies. It has enough edge that it's heavy though. It's just good stuff too, actually. And up last, some hard rock, Cherokee, Blood and Gold. Very, very nice hard rock with considerable inspiration from 70s hard rock. Actually, quite a lot of inspiration from Thin Lizzy as well. And as you can see, lots of lyrics. There are lots of songs on this album. And you can also see that here, right? That quite a lot of tape in there. But yeah, very good melodic hard rock, kind of like 70s inspired hard rock, female fronted as well. The guitars have a twangy tone to them. They are slightly overdriven, but more twangy than anything else. Lots of guitar harmonies, which I really like. They do lots of twin guitar stuff here. Just great stuff. The vocals are alternative, I would say. I don't think her singing style will appeal to everyone. It's more of a belting style. It's not refined singing. She's just more like yelling and letting it rip. And she has an approach to singing which is kind of reminds me a bit of Glenn Danzig, actually. It did take a song or two for me to sort of get into her style of singing, but once it clicked. So Cherokee, Blood and Gold, very, very good hard rock. So yeah, just some more first impressions there. Lots of traditional metal, some hard rock, some death metal as well. Thanks for watching.